Hello, it's me, Dr. DePass, again with Starfish by Lisa Fipps. We are on page 28, starting with HE double hockey stick. Happy Monday, Dallas, the radio DJ yells over the airways as Dad pulls into the drop-off lane. Gonna hit 110. Perfect weather to hang out by the pool. I wish. Okay, Ellie, have a good day I slam the door, cutting Dad off. As he pulls away, I hear someone singing, Baby Beluga. I don't have to turn around to know it's Marissa. And so it begins. Giggles, stares, rejection. The devils I do know. Courtney holds open the door until I head in. It slams, nearly smashing my face. Oopsie, she yells over her shoulder. Even without the scorching Texas sun, I'm officially in HE double hockey stick. Pretend, IOUS, pretentious. While conjugating verbs in French class, I imagine Viv at her new school and figure I stink because I don't want to think of her making new friends. To punish myself, I conjugate the present tense of pure. From I stink, je pure, to they stink, les espient. The lunch bell rings. Thanks to Chef Brigitte at Kieser Cafe, gourmet food is on the menu every day, as an artichoke pizza on wheat flatbread or veggie burger with Moroccan cilantro spread. Chef? Oh yes, a chef. A cafeteria worker simply won't do, nor will the word cafeteria. Mais non. Our private school's too classy, uses français to make everything from A to Z sound good. But let's call it what it is. School lunches for bullies to dine on their prey. Bon appetit. Hungry games. I stare down the hallway, Katnissing in the Hungry Games, wanting nothing more than to get out alive. I spot mutations, pot piranha with the gnashing teeth, part Wolverine with their claws, and part hyena with their howling laughter, poisonous students. I'm hungry for escape, they're hungry for laughs, and there's no way but through the arena. Get back, make room. Thar, she blows. A guy sucks in his stomach and slams back against the hallway wall as if my blubber takes up all the room. Viv and I call him enemy number 3, ranking behind enemy number 1, Marissa, and enemy number 2, Courtney. The sea of students parts as everyone crashes left or right to hug the hallways. It happens every day since first grade. Les Point. Life-saving librarians. The library is my safe harbor since I dare not go into the cafeteria alone. A whale surrounded by starving sharks. It was hard enough when Viv and I faced them together. How'd your summer reading go, Elle? Mrs. Ponchon asked. I tell the librarian about my new favorite novels in free verse. Imagine that, huh? Her Canadian accent is strong. Poetry at the top of your list. She smiles as she scans a book. It's spine-snapping and plastic jacket crackling. I breathe in the smell, hungry to read the words. You'll like this one, she says. I've been looking forward to seeing you so you could check it out. She's the first person to smile at me today. The first to make me feel wanted. Understood. I blink back tears. It's unknown how many students' lives librarians have saved by welcoming loners at lunch. Smowning, maybe. Wind chimes dangling from the door, bang and clang, announcing my arrival at the dollhouse-sized office with its living room turned waiting room and sunroom turned therapy room, which is all so fitting for my life turned nightmare. Dishes rattle in the sink somewhere, and a voice calls out, Make yourself comfortable in my office, Ellie. Join you in a minute. That's Dr. Woods, Dad says. taking off his cowboy hat and sitting down in the waiting room. You can take the man out of the ranch, but you can't take the ranch out of the man. You'll like her, he winks and draws up one side of his mouth and makes a double click. I call it his cowboy charmer. Trust me. Not anymore, I don't. Venom drips from my voice as I give him an exaggerated smile that quickly morphs into a frown. It's a frown, the smown, we call it. I'm famous for them. Power struggle. I decide to go toe-to-toe with Dr. Wouldn't You Like to Know. When she comes into the office, she finds me in her chair, throwing her off her game, taking away a smidge of her power. She purses her lips. Then she sits on the couch. Ellie, tell me why you're here. My therapist is skin and bones. Couldn't they at least have found a fat one who might understand me? I fold my arms across my chest, the universal sign for conversation closed. I may have no choice about being here, but I can choose if and when I talk. You do realize seeing a therapist is about having someone to talk to sort out what's going on in your life, and how you feel about it, to figure out what you can do to change or accept it. It's nothing to be ashamed of or afraid of. Dr. Wouldn't You Like to Know raises her eyebrows, forming wavy forehead wrinkles. She's paid to put up with me, so I show a little sass. I know. My dad's a psychiatrist, remember? Eyes roll, mine, then hers. Not in the mood to talk today, huh? That's fine. She scribbles on a pad until time's up. With each word she writes, she takes back her power. I wish I could smart off to my parents like I did to Dr. Wouldn't You Like to Know, tell them what I really think, especially Mom, but I guess I'm too scared of how she'll react. She makes life hard enough now, while I'm keeping my thoughts to myself. Why aren't kids allowed to tell grown-ups when they're wrong? They don't know everything. Sometimes it's as if they don't know anything. Choices, finally. While you were with Dr. Wood, I texted Aunt Zoe and she told me about a new boutique for plus-size kids and teens. Whatever. At my size, shopping for clothes isn't fun. I just want what everyone else my age wears, to blend in, since I already stand out. But it's hardly ever in my size. At least shopping with Dad is way better than with Mom. She always tells me to try on clothes that won't even fit over my head, and then vetches that I need to stick to my diet. Mom always says, "You'd be so pretty," and all the big girls in the world can finish this sentence in unison. If you lost weight. After boutique owner, Diana introduces herself and welcomes us. Dad says, "I'll be over there reading." He points to a lounge area. He always has a book with him. You just have 3 rules right now, Ellie. Enjoy, no limits, take your time. My eyes lock onto an orange peasant top with embroidered turquoise flowers, my 2 favorite colors. At first I think it's probably not in my size, but I discover it is. Everything is. I've never had so many cool clothes to choose from, or had a store like this to shop in. Even the mannequins here are my size. I'm Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Feeling pretty. I love your store. I don't know where to start, I tell Diana. Thanks. I've dreamed of having a shop like this since I was your age. Diana leans on the display near me as I search the racks of shirts and jeans. You're lucky, she says. Finding plus-size clothes is easier now. When I was young, clothes for Zaftigs were just, ugh. She places one hand on her neck as if the memories strangle her. Zaftig means pleasantly plump. It comes from Yiddish word Zaftig. Bobishi spoke Yiddish all the time, so I know that word. But no positive word for fat would ever be in Mom's vocabulary. So my mom learned to sew, Diana continues. She created patterns just for my body. I feel a twinge of envy thinking about having a mom like hers, someone who accepts us and adapts the world to fit us instead of trying to make us fit in the world. Every time I get a chance, I glance at Diana and notice things about her, like how she wears an off the shoulder shirt and short skirt and show off her curves instead of hiding as much as her body as possible, like I do. How she wears bright yellow instead of a dark color. How she walks with confidence, head held high, happy to be seen, instead of looking down at the floor like I do. I want to be more like Diana, free to be me, a Zaftique. I wish I were an octopus as I shop. Two arms can't hold all the clothes I want. For the first time, I find things that make me feel pretty. I'm a starfish. When I get back home from Diana's boutique, I try something new. The pool's always been my escape, the place I feel weightless in today's fat obsessed world. I swim each morning and try to hold on to that feeling throughout the day. But by the time the school's over, I feel every pound, plus the added weight of shame from all the comments and pranks. The pool helps me wash it all away. Now I want the pool to be something more, not only a place to escape, but also a place to express myself. As I float, I spread out my arms and my legs. I'm a starfish, taking up all the room I want. Okay, that was the end of page 41. So we will be back with page 42, Friends, Not Enemies. See you soon.